Welcome back to our podcast slash YouTube video about the chakras. Today we will be talking about the solar plexus, which is all about the right to act upon our desires. And if we can't do that, it's because we are full of shame, which is the other side of the coin. My name is Marie de la Nota. I'm an ethereal crystals master.
Hello, Marie. I'm Caroline Rose, and I'm a spiritual mentor and expert in chakra balancing. And yeah, that's really, of course, every chakra is important, but this one is really important for our daily life too, because it's all about setting boundaries and making decisions. So we have to do so many decisions in life every day. And if it's hard for us to make decisions, of course, our life will be really like stuck and hard, and we are blaming ourselves because we are not able to do decisions and all the stuff. And on the other hand, the healthy boundaries really to take our room, take our space in this world, and not let everybody trap in and making our field, our energy field smaller and smaller, because there is so much energy from all the others that we can't stand in our own power. So it's really strong.
Absolutely. But it's of course when you've been growing up with parents who always tell you what to do, or people who bring you up who always say, okay, you do this, you do it, so you don't get the space to think for yourself, to act for yourself, to make your own decisions. Then you won't be able to do that in real life either. So you kind of, like you explained about the boundaries, our own space that we have around us. If people always are dominant towards you and tell you what to do, they are continuously stepping over your boundaries. So you don't know where these boundaries are. And you don't know, well, what is my space? Who am I? What do I do? So it's very confusing into goal setting and following those goals in living a happy, healthy, fabulous life that you desire, because you're living for other people and you do what other people tell you to do.
Yeah. So people pleasing is also here. If you're a person who's always pleasing people, and if you're not able or seldom able to say no. If you're the one, can you help me? Yes, of course I help you. Can you do that for me? Yes. So this is people pleasing. Then of course you have a weak solar plexus chakra. And it's not about, don't mix it up with about being egoistic or not helping other people. It's not about this, but it's about caring for myself. Because when I care good for myself, then I can care good for other people. Then I have the energy. But if I'm always pleasing people and always doing what they want and taking a step back to give the other people the stage, something like this, if I do this always and all the time, then I get weak, and in the end I can't be there for the other ones, and of course not for myself. And the burnout is also sits here when I already talk about
it's the fire, isn't it? It's our fire in that space. It's the self-respect, the self-esteem, the self-control. Because of course sometimes, and that might sound quite opposite, but it all lays so closely together, indeed we burn out, our fire burns out, because we don't know who we are, how to act, can we do it? No, we can't. But at the same time, it can also cause a lot of anger. But it's actually that anger gives us an enormous message. It's telling us that we are desperate to act for ourselves, to speak for ourselves, because of course it's closely linked to our communication, to our throat chakra. And it's also closely related, closely connected, I should say, to our eyesight. So how do you look at life? Do you look angrily at life, or do you see beautiful things in life? But if people have never, if you grew up with always other people deciding for you, well, you're probably going to look at life quite angrily and thinking that it's, all the good things aren't for you, because you've never learned to make decisions, say, okay, I want this, I want that. And like you said before, that's not a selfish thing to do. It's your life and your decisions and your desires and what you do are so important, because you're a part of the jigsaw of life. Because while you are here, it's certain things you have to do in order to help other people. So it's not selfish to have your desires and act upon them. But of course, if you've never been given the space to take your space to do all that, it's going to be very difficult. And you'll think it's selfish when you stand up for yourself at the beginning and you say, well, hang on, no, I don't want to do this, I want to do that. Yeah. But step by step, small steps, small decisions at the time will eventually be able, allow you to make, where you will allow yourself to make bigger decisions. But it's just start small.
Yeah. And if we said it's about boundaries, and so it's also about the boundaries of the others. So you can't, if you have a strong solar plexus chakra and you're good in a good connection to your solar plexus, you are connected to your boundaries, but also to the boundaries of the others. So you can't be selfish because you respect the boundaries of the others completely. You're able to see them and you're able to respect the boundaries and to say, okay, that's your position, that's where you stand, and here I am. And in my space, I can do what I like, what I love, but I respect your boundaries. And this is also a kind of, it seems a bit paradox, but it's not paradox, because if I respect my boundaries, I have the freedom to act. Yeah. And if I respect the boundaries of the others, I also have the freedom. Yeah. So this is really, it's really both, it's boundaries and freedom in one chakra. And that's,
absolutely.
That's great. And so selfishness for me has a lot to do with not caring for myself, not loving myself, to show the world, hey, here I'm the best, yeah, but I don't feel it. And if you
that's a sign of a blocked solar plexus as well, isn't it?
Yeah. And if you have a strong solar plexus, you feel that you are worth doing things. And of course, you feel your boundaries. Okay, well, this is not for me. This is that's not made for me. That's not there. I'm not meant to be. Yeah, you also feel it, and that's great. Yeah, for me, it's really, really important to often go back, and also it's the middle of our body. Yeah, to go back to this chakra and really strengthen it and feel it, and here's my middle. Huh? This is
absolutely. It is the space where your energy is equally divided throughout your body. So if there is indeed an issue with your solar plexus, because there's been emotional manipulation as well, or authoritarian parents, or people stepping over your boundaries, as we discussed now, then they can't equally distribute your energy, and often you'll feel absolutely exhausted. So issues with always feeling tired is actually linked to your solar plexus. Also issues with the stomach, because that's digesting of life. If you constantly have people stepping over your boundaries or telling you what to do, or you feel, like, well, I'm selfish if I decide this for myself, then you can get real issues with your stomach because you can't digest it, or any physical issues around the space of where your stomach is.
Yeah.
Middle back pain is also one of them.
Also, yeah. And eyes. So if you have problems with your eyes to see, it's also connected to the solar plexus, and your skin. So because this is, of course, this is our boundary. This can protect us, or our blood system and our organs, from outside. And so this is the boundary. And if we have a weak solar plexus, a lot of skin issues can happen too. And then you can have a look.
But that's closely related, I would say, as well, to the heart, of course. But of course, the solar plexus and the heart chakra literally lay this far apart in the physical world, because skin problems is also the heart. It's then when you're not respected your boundaries and it's being damaged, and it makes you feel like you can't love yourself, and you're not loved, and then the skin gets damaged.
Yeah. So it's really as every chakra. Really interesting one. And for me, the most important thing is the thing with the boundaries and with going for myself, making decisions, because I was a person who, when people were asking me things like, where do you want to sit? Or what do you want to eat? I was always like in this people-pleasing status. I was always like, I don't know, mind, it's your decision. Yeah. So, and for me, it was like, I really don't mind. So they can decide and they can make it comfortable for themselves. And for me, it's fine because I'm comfortable everywhere. But honestly, that's a big lie. I'm not comfortable everywhere. But I felt like, for me, if I go to the seaside and to the mountains, it doesn't matter. Yeah. And for me, it was really important to learn to say, I have the right to decide. Yeah? And if somebody is asking me, where do you want to sit? It's his responsibility to get an answer from me. So if I say, then, I don't know, I want to sit on the right side, and this person also wanted to sit on the right side, then sorry, but you ask. Yeah. Yeah. But for me, it was so important to learn to make a decision and to say, I want to sit on the right side, or I want to eat salad, or I want to go out now and not sleep, or whatever. Really to make a decision also in these small things where I was thinking, but it has not a big impact in my life if I sit on the right or on the left side, but it has an impact on my energy system, that I tell myself, my energetical system, I care for you. I take care for you. I hear you. I try to make a decision. Where I want to sit. And
it's
the biggest.
It's really lovely. Sorry, go on.
No, it's fine. And that was my biggest aha moment, that I really, really allowed myself to decide also the small things. And on the other hand, if I don't decide, if one person is always asking me what I want, and I'm always like, it's your decision, I have no opinion about it, then the other person is getting angry, because it's like, but I'm asking you, so I don't want to make all the decisions. And for me, it was really important to learn this. And if I really didn't know, to learn to say, give me a minute, I have to think about it. Or also give me an hour, I have to think about it, whatever. Yeah, but really to give the signal to the person who asked me and to myself, I try to make a decision. And
it's exactly
to take time. Yeah.
It's exactly what I was going to say, as parents, how you can help the little ones, because one of my children is very much, it's okay, you can, just because she's just such a gentle, caring, empathetic, hugely empathetic person, and she will say, it's okay, you can do that, because she wants other people to make them feel good. And then she is happy, because you're happy. And I think as parents, when you have children like that, it's really crucial. We teach them right from the beginning to say, no, I want you to tell me what you want to do, or and if they don't know, like you just said, give them the time to say, okay, well, think about it. When you're ready, let me know. Because sometimes you don't know straight away, and then you need a bit of time. And by saying that, you give them that space and that confidence, knowing that other people, they are allowed that time to think about what they want, because it is important. So you give them their space around them, and they decide what is best for them.
Yeah. It's so important. And honestly, my life changed a lot since I was aware of it. Because before I wasn't aware. Before it was like, people can do what they want. I feel fine in every setting, but it's not true.
But you don't. Yeah. But it's often, of course, because we've had it for so long throughout our childhood that we don't even realize that that's how it is, especially when you're dealing with sensitive people, empathetic people. They want others to be happy, and often then they push themselves away, or if you have had a mother who was like that, who pushed herself away, then there's the children, of course, you will take that over. So crucially important as a parent or for yourself, take that space, take the time to feel where that space is, and then take it. And if it's difficult to make big decisions, start with the small ones. What do I want to eat today? Where do I want to go today? Do I want to do this? Well, actually, you know what? No, I don't. Or I really want to do that. So start with small decisions, because the more you do it, then eventually you can go to, what do I desire?
Yes.
Who am I? What do I want to do in life? And then, because you open that gate of allowing yourself to take your space, as you so beautifully call it, then all these other things will come in, and you can start to create your dream life, because now you're allowing yourself to make decisions. And once you allow yourself to make decisions, the gates are open and it floods in.
Yeah, it's an invitation for the life to really bring you also to this to the place where you
because it's of course connected, as we said, to the communication of the throat chakra. And this throat chakra, as we'll discuss in another video, is about receiving
communication, inside, outside. So it's really, of course, they are all connected, so and for me, this decision making, or otherwise, I know a lot of people who have really hard times in making decisions, and I always tell them that the things you told, like, start with the little steps. I think we tend to want to have everything now, to be like, but now I have to do this big decision, and now it has to go like this, and really to be great to yourself, to love yourself, and to say, okay, I start with the little decisions. I start with, what do I want to eat today? Really, what do I want to eat today? Will I go out? Will I wear the red pullover or the blue one? All the stuff, really the little decisions, and then start making bigger decisions. And this is how we learn. You can't come from a point where you are not able to do any decision to the point, the next day I worked a bit with my solar plexus chakra, and then the next day I can do the huge decisions. That's not working.
Because we're creatures of habits. So we need to reprogram all of that, and listen to our anger. Because often when people are really ready to cut the old habits and to move forward, they will feel very angry, because the fire is in imbalance and it's raging. But that rage, anger, is really important emotion. It tells us so much. So we need to listen. Anger is never there without a reason. So it's kind of hopelessness, isn't it? Anger is hopelessness for a situation, for habits, for whatever is going on. And it's really telling us, I want things differently. And so anger is a big sign, and a big one, a big emotion to listen to.
Definitely. It's always, most of the time, it's our inner child. It's the little one, the 3rd-year-old one. You can also put the chakras into the ages of if your solar plexus chakra is built up most when you're on the way to get 3 years old. So the little one who's angry and who's not seen, and nobody wants to listen, and nobody wants, or the terrible truth, so it's the time where they build up their own character and their own personality. And so of course for parents it's often really really stressful to have a terrible truth baby at their side, but it's really important for the development, also for the energy system, because here they realize, where are my boundaries, and what's my personality, what do I want and what do I don't want. Oh no, I don't want to wear this shoes now, I don't want it. They try how the world reacts if they make a decision, even it's a stupid one, because they want to wear summer shoes in deepest winter, yeah. But they have to check, okay, how much is my decision worth? And so it's really important to let children be like this, but of course to take care of them and don't let them out with summer shoes.
It's a very difficult one, though. I think parents need to heal themselves from that first before they can actually, because you're in the heat of the moment dealing with this new being. It's a very difficult thing to do for parents. I've had actually my son and it was a hot summer in Belgium. I remember he would wear wellies and they would stink. And they even asked me at nursery and they said, would you mind putting him sandals on? And he refused, and I let him wear them. But to be honest, I've probably had many times, where I didn't allow things. So it's also kind of, yes, when you had more extreme childhood with parents who didn't have boundaries themselves, who were authoritarian, do this, do that, many of us have grown up that way. But often it's also quite innocent, small things. That we just have to let go of. But if we recognize it and we really become conscious about when someone asks something, that we take the time to think and make the decision for ourselves, then we really move forward very positively. Yeah. And as I work with the energy of crystals, with ethereal crystals, if you love crystals, you can also work with the energy of the sphalerite. Sphalerite really, if everything flits around and you're all over the place, it really just pulls you back down. So it's a real grounding stone, grounding energy, which pulls you back into being, feeling, acting. So the 3 earthly chakras, or the sunstones. The sunstone, of course, gives that a positive fire of desire, action, positive action, or the calcite. The calcite gives you the beautiful growing physically, emotionally, mentally. So that's a really good one for your solar plexus.
Great. I love this. Yeah.
So maybe we are ready for a nice meditation.
Yeah, maybe.
You can guide us through.
Maybe we can already, or do you have anything to say? But we said a lot, I think, and the most. So maybe one thing I have, because we talked a lot about the fire. So if you have a weak solar plexus, you also can connect to the fire. Yeah, that it's not like burning your house, but sitting at a fireplace or lighting a candle and really connect to this element. Yeah, it's also really wonderful to strengthen this chakra without having your brain involved. Huh? So surround yourself.
But it's the gentle, warm, growing fire, because otherwise, if the fire becomes too big, it burns. It literally, like you said, burns us out.
Yeah,
it just charcoals us, and then of course there's nothing left. So it's about that constant fire. You can kind of compare it with the flame of a candle that is constantly warming, desirable, constant burning, and alive.
Yeah, even a fireplace in the garden or whatever. So really really. So, but connect to this element. It's it's great to invite this element of fire. Yeah, we can do a little meditation.
You can guide that today?
I will do that, yes. I can guide that today. And so find a place. And if you like, you can close your eyes. You can sit down or lay down. And focus on your breath. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale in your own rhythm. Don't judge it. And now decide that with every inhalation, a wonderful white radiant light flows into your lungs and through your lungs into your whole body and your whole energy system. Wonderful radiant white light fills up your whole system. And with every exhalation, everything goes that you don't need anymore. That's not good for you. Every shadow comes to light. Inhale radiant white light and exhale everything that no longer belongs to you. Now, with attention, go to the solar plexus chakra and feel how it feels. Is it small? Is it big? Soft, hard? Feel it, don't judge it. It is what it is. And now imagine that wonderful sunny yellow light is streaming into this chakra. Your chakra is being flooded with wonderful sunny yellow ray of light that gives energy, life energy. It helps you to set boundaries. It helps you to make decisions. It helps you to deeply connect to your own will. Maybe you feel that your chakra already has changed a bit. Maybe it's grown or it's softer now. Maybe it goes even beyond your body, that it's wider. This wonderful energy now surrounds you, this yellow light. And imagine to take your space. Decide how much this wonderful yellow light will go into the room you are. How much space will you take? Go as far as you like. You don't have to go over your boundaries. Go as far as it feels good for you to go there. With this wonderful radiant light, shining yellow in your solar plexus chakra into the world. I have the right to act with the birthright of the solar plexus chakra. You always have the right to act. There's always a way. Love it, change it, or leave it. You always can decide. You don't have to be powerless. You have the power to make the decision. You have the right to act. And now, somewhere in this chakra, you see a fire. Maybe it's a small fire. Maybe it's a bigger one. But now you see a fire somewhere in your chakra. And you can make your first decision. If you feel that this fire is too small, if you need a bit more fire in your solar plexus, in your life, if you need more fire to act, the element of fire, to come into your power, then decide that this fire will be bigger now. And if you think that this fire is too big because it's burning away so much things and it's getting into anger and feel powerless because there is so much fire that you can't handle it anymore, then decide that it will get smaller. But this fire inside is a fire that serves you, that doesn't burn you out. And if you need something to make this fire bigger or smaller, take it. Like in real life. Burn some woods. Make it smaller with a bit of water. Whatever comes into your head that can help to make this fire to the size you need. Do it. And now again, imagine this wonderful radiant yellow light. Take a bath in it. Be full of radiant light that's in your body, and maybe also in the room you are, because you have taken your space. Be aware of the birthright. I have the right to act. And then slowly come back into your body, feel your feet. Maybe you rub your fingers, stretch yourself. And in your time, open your eyes and be here, full of the power of the fire inside of you. And know that you have the right to act and you have the right to make decisions. Every time.
Thank you so much, Caroline. That was wonderful.
Thank you. Yeah.
The power of imagination, hey?
Yes, yes, I love it. And yeah, maybe I should have said it before, but I know that there are some people outside who say, but I can't imagine it. It's not, I don't see it, I don't feel it. It's really hard for me to make meditations like this. And it's the same with the crystals. It's the intention. So if you set the intention that there is a fire burning in the size you need now, then it is there. You don't have to see it. You don't have to feel it. It's your thoughts make it happen. That's really,
you just know.
Yeah.
Just trust, know and trust.
It's really important because I know a lot of people, and I was also that I didn't see a lot, and I was like, oh, I'm doing something wrong. You don't do anything wrong. Huh? That's your intention. That makes sense.
And I suppose it's as you then relax, of course, not always, and that's fine too. But there are people then, as they relax and let go and they just know, suddenly it will kick in and they'll start seeing it, feeling it, just because they let go of that boundary. Yeah. But if it doesn't happen, that's also fine.
That's fine. Yeah. And in my work life, things come in different ways to me. I see a lot now. I really see like films, but sometimes I smell it. Sometimes I get the word. Sometimes I deeply know it. So it's really on different ways that information comes to me. So trust that.
That's another topic, of course.
Yeah.
And how we receive information.
That's right.
I don't know if there's anything else you would like to share, but I think we've come to the end. Is there anything else you would like to share?
No, that's fine now.
Well, we've come to the end of the right to act, our solar plexus. Thank you all so much for listening. My name is Marie de la Note, Ethereal Crystals Master.
And I'm Caroline Bruse. I'm a spiritual mentor and expert in chakra healing. Thank you so much. It was wonderful. It's always so great to talk to you, Marie.
And you.
Yeah. See you.
And see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.